guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Pure Wrestling. Today I'm bringing you the top 10 most underused superstars on the WWE main roster. Now this will include on Smackdown, Raw, 205 Live, just them mainly, not NXT. I'm not going to include NXT. That is basically what I'm aiming at. These are the underused talent which I think that could be used a lot better, and I'm going to explain as I go along on each one. But let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with me and who I've missed out in your opinion down below. Also, links in the description down below to my social media, also to my past videos, which I'll also leave some at the end of the video where you can click on the annotations. Also, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Let me know I'm doing a great job. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, because this is Pure Wrestling is the place to be, and hit that notification bell for all the notifications straight to your device or your YouTube subscription boxes. We go in at number 10 and we have Mike Kanellis from Smackdown Live. Now this guy was brought in from GFW or TNA, whatever you want to call it. I think it was TNA at the time, and this guy was obviously went straight to the main roster in my opinion because of Maria Kanellis. Now they had this gimmick going for the Power of Love gimmick. I didn't like the gimmick personally, but I still think they should have been treated differently. Now, it's been recently released. There was some addiction from Mike Kanellis. I think it was medicine. I could be wrong, could be drink, something like that. He had an addiction, and I feel like that is maybe why he's not getting the job done in WWE right now. I'm hoping they can change this around, because this guy is actually good. I've seen him in TNA when I used to watch it, and this guy has got something different to offer. And obviously knowing personally, as I said, he went to the main roster because of Maria. In my personal opinion, I think he should have went through to NXT and built himself up like most people are, because NXT is the place where you start and you build. Coming in number 9 is Sin Cara. Now, there's a lot of backstage news where Sin Cara was having bust-ups and stuff. I think that's why he hasn't reached the top at the moment of where he could be. Sin Cara is great. He hasn't been right for a long time though. I think Kalisto is more of a hot prospect. Doesn't mean to say he shouldn't be in the cruiserweights. Now, when he was on the Raw and he got switched with Kalisto, it didn't make sense in my opinion. I see that Kalisto was the better trade. Raw got a better job out of it, if I'm honest. But I feel like this guy, Sin Cara, still has more to offer. He could have been put into that cruiserweight division. I know he would have been probably another number, but still another number's better than none. I feel like Sin Cara still has a little bit to offer, and I think there was live events going around where Luke Harper and Sin Cara were teaming up together, and Sin Cara had a new look which looked like a sort of a more scarier, more heelish character, if I'm honest, but he looked very, very good. So I think they should reboot this guy and give him something, because in the future he could become something special, especially in the cruiserweight division at its lowest. Coming number 8 is the man me and Kieran O'Grady Cog always talk about. It is Kurt Hawkins. Now, Kurt Hawkins can always do a good job in terms of jobbing. We know that he's a jobber, but this guy, we want to get him a win. Now, if you guys want to get involved in this, I'll put a picture up on the screen now. Basically, we're trying to do a hashtag, get a hashtag started with everybody at a win, hashtag a win for Hawkins on Twitter. You can do it on Facebook and stuff, mainly Twitter we're trying to aim this on, and you can tag us at Kieran O'Grady 17 and at TIPW podcast, and we can get involved. Try and get Kurt Hawkins a win before Christmas or on Christmas. That is our aim. But Kurt Hawkins, in my opinion, is a great wrestler. I think he's a good wrestler. When I went to go and see Raw live, and I see a main event where Aleister Black went up against Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins sold a lot of moves very well as a jobber. Obviously done his job. But I actually think as a wrestler, I think he's okay. I don't think he's terrible, and his promos are actually very good. He's got a lot of expression, a lot of character on the microphone. I feel like this guy could get over a lot more. Let's be honest, if Jinder Mahal and James Ellsworth can get over at one point in their career, this guy should deserve an opportunity. Then is Heath Slater. Now, everybody loved Heath Slater. He's got kids to feed. We get it. This gimmick was very funny and it got over. Just like James Ellsworth did at one point, if I'm honest. James Ellsworth got very over at one point. Then he started to get a bit too much. Heath Slater was still loved for a while, and we haven't seen Heath Slater in a while. Since he got shoved in that, since he lost the tag team titles with Rhino, we haven't seen Heath Slater. It is annoying because Heath isn't a bad wrestler. I think he's decent. He's not one of the best wrestlers, but it doesn't mean to say he doesn't deserve an opportunity. There was a thing going around. Obviously, at one point, he was going to go for the mid-card title against, I think it was The Miz at the time. I wouldn't mind to see that, to be honest with you, because I think Heath Slater deserves better, and I do think he is underused. At number 6, we have a cruiserweight. The only cruiserweight on the list that I've used, and it is Tony Nese. Now, Tony Nese, in my opinion, is one of the best cruiserweights they have. In the cruiserweight tournament, he was very, very good. He showed what he was all about. Now, we know a lot since, obviously, the Cruiserweight Classic has been. We haven't seen some of the superstars rise to what they were in that show. Now, Tony Nese is one of them because we haven't seen him elevate. Now, there was a push at one point where he was actually looking good on 205 Live when I actually was watching it. But now they don't seem to be the case. They're not using him. They've shoved him with Drew Gulak at times, and then it's just like just squash matches after that, and he's not used. This guy's look is absolutely amazing. His in-ring work is amazing. His promo work is okay. It's not the best, but this guy is better than some talent that they keep putting over. Coming in at number 5 is Apollo Crews. Now, a lot of people will be like, why is Apollo Crews in your list? Apollo Crews is a great wrestler, and this guy just needs a character reboot, and I'm sure a lot of YouTubers, a lot of even professional wrestlers have said it. This guy's got talent. He's got potential. Now let him fulfill his potential by giving him something to work with. If you're giving him to Titus Worldwide, where Titus O'Neil himself isn't even over, what is this guy even gonna get? Now I get it. Heath and Rhino. Rhino was over years ago. Heath wasn't over. They put him with Rhino. It worked. But the thing is, Rhino is well known. Titus O'Neil is well known for what? Losing. He's not known for much. So you give Apollo Crews to Titus O'Neil, don't change his character. What do you expect? You're not going to see nothing. No, in my personal opinion, I think the Cruiserweight division should have no weight limit. I feel like they should, the size of Neville, Apollo Crews looks like he could fit in that division. I would have got rid of that, but obviously, as a weight division, I don't think Apollo would pass. But I think Apollo Crews has got something special. I think he's very athletic. He reminds me of a young Shelton Benjamin. That is what I see from this guy. I feel like this guy is massively underused and should be utilised a lot more. Coming in number 4 is Dolph Ziggler. Now, Dolph Ziggler at the moment is in a feud with Bobby Roode. To be honest with you, the reason why he's on this list is because still, no matter what they do, even if they are using him, it sort of is an underutilised list at the moment, more than underused. Some of them are underused, but he's massively underutilised. Imagine Dolph Ziggler in the Bullet Club. Imagine him in the Undisputed Era in NXT. This guy's got so much potential. He still hasn't even reached it. This guy he just won so much in the past, and now they've just not given him nothing. He deserves something. This guy has great promos. He has a great entrance, and I do love Dolph's in-ring work. He's up there with the best. This guy can pull off great matches wherever he goes. So Dolph Ziggler deserves a lot better in WWE. I'll be shocked to see if he doesn't win one more title before he goes, because Dolph Ziggler will go very, very soon, in my personal opinion. I think he will leave, and he deserves a lot better. Coming in number 3 is Shelton Benjamin. Now, Shelton Benjamin has been paired with Chad Gable. He's been announced on the pre-show with Chad Gable going up against Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder, Hype Bros. Now, my personal opinion, why is Shelton Benjamin on the pre-show? Now, Shelton Benjamin is a massive star. He's been brought back. Yes, he's been put with Chad Gable to push Chad over. And there's obviously going to be some storyline in the future I think they're going to come out with. But Shelton Benjamin is a big name. And on the pre-show, it's like seeing the Hardys on the pre-show again. It just makes no sense to me. This guy is underutilised. This guy could have come in, even been put into the cruiserweights and made the cruiserweight division mean something. It's just underutilised, underused. It's unacceptable. Coming in number 2 is a name which will probably be at the top of everybody's list. It is Sami Zayn. Now, Sami Zayn is by far one of the best wrestlers around nowadays. Sami Zayn can pull off every move, every match, and can tell a great story in the ring which most people cannot do. Now, this guy is massively underutilized. He has not even held a belt on the main roster yet, which is very, very frustrating. The likes of his friend, former friend should I say, in terms of WWE booking, Kevin Owens, he has won more titles and had more opportunities. I love Kevin Owens, he's one of my favourites, but Sami Zayn deserves a lot better. He's been underutilized on Raw and has been brought over to Smackdown and still hasn't been given the right opportunity to become a big star. That is my personal opinion on Sami Zayn, and I feel like they should change this as soon as possible. Coming in at number 1 spot is Luke Harper. Now, a lot of people will be surprised that he's at number 1, but not surprised because he should be in this list. This guy is massively underutilized, underused as well. This guy fits the bill to both. Whereas Sami Zayn and a lot of the rest of them are used but underutilized, this guy is underused and underutilized. This guy has both. This guy was in the White family. He'd done everything he could there. He got on his own, and then they started just to do this thing where Bray was going against Luke Harper, and they had the whole White family split up with Randy Orton. This was great. We finally started to see Luke Harper and what he's all about. Then they basically just throw him aside and go, we ain't seeing you again. This guy has got something special. His in-ring ability is great. Fans love him. Finally, they need to do something very, very soon and get this guy in somewhere, even if it's in a tag team again, and get him using. I would even prefer to see him with the White family again rather than not used at all. That's just my personal opinion, even though I didn't think the White family should have been reunited again. I don't know. I just don't know what they're going to do with most of these stars, but this is the list that I've gone with, my top 10. I hope you agree. Let me know in the comment section down below. As I said, let me know if I missed out any names that you would actually put in this list. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are subscribed, please make sure you've got that notification bell hit, because you will miss notifications. Sometimes YouTube deactivates it and stuff. So yeah, please stay tuned, and at the end of the video there'll be links to some videos on the screen. Also in the description down below there'll be links to my past videos if you want to check out more. Also, you can click on the channel if you don't want to be, if you're not that person to be lazy. Click on the channel, check it out, because I've got a great channel. This is Pure Wrestling. This is the place to be. Also in the description box down below there'll be links to social media where you can contact me. We can have a conversation about wrestling. Two normal people, I suppose. And yeah, I sound a bit creepy, but yeah, that is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget, guys, this is Pure Wrestling. I'll see you on the next video, guys.